And it is time for game number 1 of the NLCS between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two titans of the National League will go at it with a spot in the World Series on the line. And you saw him for a moment right there. Will Benson, one of the better bats on this Reds lineup in the regular season, who batted around .330, will get the chance to finally make an impact here in the postseason as he has returned from his injury that took him out for about 2.5 months. Benson is back, and the Reds look to take down the Arizona Diamondbacks here in this National League Championship Series. Now, the Diamondbacks have made moves in the last couple of seasons since their last World Series appearance. They went out, they signed Juan Soto in the offseason. He will be the designated hitter. Pete Alonso is the starting first baseman of this Diamondbacks team as well. They are loaded and they are built to win, but the same can be said for the Cincinnati Reds, obviously going out and getting Bryce Harper in the offseason, getting Kyle Tucker, getting Teoscar Hernandez, and getting all that pitching help as well. Alongside that, they have the Cy Young on the mound tonight by the name of Hunter Green. It should be a phenomenal NLCS to see who goes to the World Series. And folks, if you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more MLB The Show 24 here on the channel. Will Benson slides into the 6th spot, DHing for the Reds, and Xavier Isaac will head to the bench. It's a problem that we have with the amount of bats and good bats that we have, but unfortunately for Isaac, he will have to slide to the bench. I really just don't have any other option. I'd rather play Benson, obviously, with that .330 average in the regular season. Hunter Green went 7 shutout innings against the San Diego Padres in Game 1 of the NLDS, and he'll get the ball here tonight, and he'll strike out Corbin Carroll to start us off. One gone for Perdomo on the 1-2. That one softly hit into shallow left center field. There is Elly De La Cruz. 2 gone for the chosen one. Juan Soto gonna elevate one opposite field. Teoscar Hernandez against the shift will get there as we go on to the bottom of the first. Getting the ball for the Diamondbacks will be Brandon Pfaadt. ERA of 1.69 so far in the postseason. Over 2 starts and 10 2/3 innings gone. He'll see Elly De La Cruz first on the 1-2 pitch. Elly gonna get popped out. We're gonna need production out of the top of the order, which we have gotten so far with De La Cruz, Friedl, and Harper in the playoffs. Friedl comes into today batting .308, and look at that, putting one to right field. He's on with a 1-out single. Here comes Bryce Harper. He was the hero of game number 2 with the walk-off double, as he will immediately get a guy in scoring position as Friedl swipes second. Here comes Harper on the 2-2, hitting one hard on the ground, but straight to Ketel Marte. Friedl moves to third with 2 outs for Kyle Tucker, who has struggled in the postseason, and those struggles, unfortunately, will continue. Tucker flying out into left. Let's go on to the top of the second inning. Up first for the Diamondbacks will be Pete Alonso. I don't know why it says he's a 2-time MVP, because he's certainly not. Alonso, though, with a leadoff single, puts himself on first base for the Marte Parte. Ketel Marte, okay. Questionable call on the outside corner, but we will take it. Down goes Marte. Here comes Austin Hayes. There's another one looking on the slider. 2 down for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Green strikes out 3 in a row. As we go on to the bottom of the second, Teoscar Hernandez, another guy who has struggled in this playoffs. He did homer in game number 3 in San Diego, but really struggling with the bat. And welcome back, Will Benson. Not the best swing right there, but again, Benson's back, and that's the good part of all of this. He will ground out, though, and here comes Matt McLain to the dish, and McLain puts one on the ground right to the shortstop in Geraldo Perdomo. We are through 2, still scoreless, as Gabriel Moreno up first for the D-backs. He will walk, fastball up and in, misses. Runner on first for Arizona for Zach McKinstry on the 1-2 pitch. McKinstry, deep right field. Kyle Tucker going back, and he cannot make the grab. Wow. Tucker's bad postseason continues. You feel like that's a pretty playable ball. McKinstry's on with the double. Corbin Carroll goes up the middle, and Arizona is going to go up 2-0 thanks to that 2 RBI single by the leadoff man in Corbin Carroll. Carroll on first now for Perdomo. Ball's hit left center. That's going to get down as well. First and second, no outs for now Juan Soto. But Green will get Soto on the circle change down and away. Now to the dish, Pete Alonso on the 1-2, offering just not Green's best pitch. You can't give Pete Alonso a slider down the middle of the plate. He's going to take it second deck. Alonso's first of the postseason. Even though the Diamondbacks have played in both the wild card and the NLDS, Alonso finally goes deep, 403 feet, and Arizona with all of the momentum so far here in game number 1. It's a 5-0 lead for the D-backs. And yeah, I mean, again, we've got a lot of time to play, but there's another one. Austin Hayes, a liner into deep left field. Nothing Teoscar can do but watch. He hits his first home run of the postseason as well. 374 feet off the bat of Hayes. It is now 6-0 D-backs. Gurriel on the 1-2 will strike out for the second time tonight, but the Diamondbacks take a pretty big lead early. Shea Langeliers is going to try to get some of it back right here, as Shea will be on with a leadoff extra base knock. That 72 speed from the catcher position is incredible. Langeliers is going to be on second base with a double. Here comes Spencer Steer on the 3-2 pitch. Steer probably maybe could add ball 4. Instead he goes deep center. Austin Hayes though has it. Langeliers will be able to tag to third. So our first run is only 90 feet away, but again, we need a lot more than that. Elly De La Cruz probably going to bring in Shea Langeliers from here. Obviously, he will. It's a deep fly ball to left field, caught by Lourdes Gurriel Jr., but scoring is Shea Langeliers in the sac fly. The Reds finally get one. It's 6-1 here in the bottom of the third. TJ Friedel, though, might be 2 for 2, hitting one opposite way. That one is going to bloop down for a base knock. Gurriel can't get there, and Friedel will be standing on second base with a double. Now bringing up Bryce Harper on the 2-2. Bryce! Perfect! Straightaway center. Hayes going back. That ball's up, and it's out of here. Bryce Harper continues to show up in the playoffs. 441 feet. He finally gets that first postseason home run here in 2026, and the Reds have cut this Diamondbacks lead in half in just the bottom of the third. It's 6-3 thanks to Bryce Harper's solo home run. Can Kyle Tucker finally get going? Unfortunately, he's just a little bit under that baseball. If he gets more on top of it, maybe that ball's out of here. Instead, though, the Reds only down by 3 going into the top of the fourth. Hopefully, Hunter Green can settle in as he will strike out Moreno up and in. Here comes McKinstry on the 1-1, and that one is going to be popped out to the catcher, Shea Langeliers. Again, McKinstry kind of got things going for the D-backs in this game with that double over the head of Kyle Tucker. Corbin Carroll, though, shoots one into the gap. That might be 3 bags, of course, but Carroll's 98 speed. He's rounding second, and he will hold there with a 2-out double. Bringing up Perdomo on the 1-1. That ball is going to be grounded right to Elly De La Cruz, and Green keeps the D-backs at only 6 runs as we go into the bottom of the fourth. Teoscar Hernandez up first for the Reds. Hits one hard into left field. That ball, oh my goodness, a diving play by Gurriel takes it away from Hernandez. You can't ask for a better effort out there in the outfield, making up for the one he missed on the TJ Friedel at bat. And now we'll have 2 outs with Will Benson grounding out, Matt McLain striking out up and in. We move on to the top of the 5th. Juan Soto up first, and that one is gone. No doubt about it, deep left center. Juan Soto gets one back for the Diamondbacks, 7-3. I mean, look at the postseason he's built so far. He's now got 4 of them, and that obviously will call it for Hunter Green. We bring in Daniel Hudson. I thought we could get a little bit more out of Hunter Green in this game. That's why I tried to get him to come out here for the 5th inning, but obviously Soto takes him deep. We go to Daniel Hudson. He'll strike out Pete Alonso. He'll now get Ketel Marte. Balls hit hard, but straight to Elly De La Cruz. 2 gone, and now up will be the 6th spot in Austin Hayes. Came into today batting 103 in the postseason, but of course now he's got the home run as well. He will fly out to Friedel as we go on to the bottom of the 5th, now down by 4 runs. But you know the Reds can score. Shea Langeliers, though, who got things going to get us the first of those 3 runs, will strike out. Spencer Steer taps one too short, but the play will be made just in time by Geraldo Perdomo. Elly De La Cruz now on the 1-1 pitch goes perfect, and that ball is shot into the gap. That should be easily 2 bases, probably 3 for 99 speed. Elly De La Cruz, he's trying for it. Elly is in there with the triple. And now here comes TJ Friedel, who's 2 for 2 on the night, looking to be 3 for 3 to drive in De La Cruz. But unfortunately, he just gets around that one, and it is going to be played by Pete Alonso. We go on now to the 6th inning. Michael Kopech will get the ball for the Reds, 4 1/3 pitch so far in the playoffs. He has not given up a run, and he'll see Lourdes Gurriel Jr. first, and that ball is hit straight on the ground right to Elly De La Cruz for the first out here of the top of the 6th. Now up will be the catcher, and Gabriel Moreno on the 2-2 swing and a miss. Kopech sets him down on a slider away. McKinstry now on the 2-2. Ball's put on the ground. Matt McLain has it, and the Reds remain down 4 going into the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher in for the Reds, it will be Dre Jameson, 3.86 ERA for him so far in the playoffs, as he will deal with Bryce Harper first, and he's going to do a fairly well job getting Harper to ground out to second base and straight to Ketel Marte. Kyle Tucker, can we get things going? Ball squared, deep right center field. it just does not have the carry. Corbin Carroll's out there. 2 gone for Teoscar Hernandez. That one is going down the line, but again, Carroll is there. So the struggles from both Tucker and Hernandez remain as we now move on to the 7th. Here comes Gregory Soto, only needed to pitch 1 inning in the NLDS, but he is one of our premier guys out of the bullpen, especially a lefty. I think he's our best lefty that we do have. He gets Carroll to ground out. Perdomo now swing and a miss on the 97-mile-an-hour sinker. To the plate now, Juan Soto on the 1-2. Got him. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still down by 4. Can we get some hits? Here comes Will Benson, and that one's going to drop. Benson's going to get one to fall into center field. He's on with the leadoff single. Now Matt McLain. Okay. Back-to-back hits for the Reds. First and second, no outs. And now pitching will be Miguel Castro. He's been one of the better arms out the bullpen for the D-backs, but he'll see the catcher in Shea Langoliers. And Shea grounds right into a double play. The one thing you can't have right there. We will pinch hit Xavier Isaac for Spencer Steer. I'm just playing the matchup. Nothing against Spencer Steer, but this is just the better matchup here, and well, maybe not. Xavier Isaac strikes out, and with that, Esteury Ruiz comes into the game playing third base. He can do it. I'm not too concerned about it. Mason Miller now comes out to pitch the 8th inning. He's pitched for 1 out, got a save. Let's see what he does here against Pete Alonso. That one is going to be blooped into center field, and it will get down. Alonso will have himself a single, as that ball's going to play a little weird on TJ Friedl, so Alonso goes 2, and he's toast. Don't know why he'd try that. I mean, maybe because of, Friedl's little mishap in Game 3 of the NLDS. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Kind of took too much time on a ground ball against the Padres, but we've got 2 down after the Esteury Ruiz ground out, and then Esteury Ruiz will do it again, getting it to Bryce Harper as we go on to the bottom of the 8th. Here comes John Gomez, the lefty. We'll see the Reds here. He's pitched 1 2/3 so far in the postseason, and he will see Elly De La Cruz first. Elly up the middle. Diving play, though, by Perdomo, and that's the only play you can make to get out 99 speed Elly De La Cruz. My goodness, Friedl whiffs on a slider just like that. 2 down, Bryce Harper goes lefty-lefty, and he's just under a changeup as John Gomez gets 1, 2, 3 of the top of the order here of the Reds. We go to the top of the 9th. Mason Miller comes out for another inning of work. He'll get Gurriel to extend the bat and strike out on that slider. Here comes Moreno on the 1-2 pitch. That ball's hit in the air, but straight to Elly De La Cruz. So 2 down now for Zach McKinstry, and McKinstry does it again. Wow. Gets the D-backs an insurance run. 8-3 now the score. McKinstry's second of the playoffs. 392 feet off the bat of the 9-hole hitter. As again, McKinstry makes this a 8-3 game. Corbin Carroll looking to add more, but Carroll will fly out into right center. Friedl will wave off Tucker. We go to the bottom of the 9th. New pitcher in the game for the D-backs. It will be Kyle Nelson. No runs given up so far in 4 1/3 innings in this playoffs. Nelson will see Kyle Tucker first. If there was ever a time to get a hit, Kyle Tucker, he doesn't do it right here. 1 out. Here comes Teoscar Hernandez on the 2-1 pitch. Teoscar goes into center field. There we go. Teoscar hopefully breaking out of that slump. He'll be on with a 1-out base knock. Bringing to the plate Will Benson. He's 1 for 3, maybe 2 for 4. That's off the glove of the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Everybody's safe. First and second, 1 out. Now for Matt McLain, who feasts off of left-handed pitching. And that's exactly what he does. Deep right center field, that's a no-doubter. He got a leadoff home run in game number 3 of the NLDS against a lefty and Max Fried. He takes Nelson Yard, 403 feet, his third of the playoffs. And now, don't look now, but the Reds are only down 2 runs. They do have 2 outs to work with. And now here comes the Arizona closer in Andres Munoz. The flamethrower's already got 3 saves so far this postseason, but he walks Shea Langoliers. Tying run to the dish. It will be Esteury Ruiz on the 2-2. Oh, he fools him with the slider. 2 outs, Elly De La Cruz. Chance to be a hero on the 2-2. Munoz gets him on a slider, and that's your ball game. The Arizona Diamondbacks win Game 1 of the NLCS. They go on the road to Great American Ballpark here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And in the process, the Diamondbacks do take home field advantage away from the Reds so far. But again, best of 7, a lot of baseball left to play. This has got all the makings of an excellent NLCS between these 2 powerhouses here in the National League. So folks, thank you all for watching episode number 46 of the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more, and make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Thank you folks, thank you all for watching, and Mamba forever.